Operators are those little symbols you learned in your very first math classes. Plus to add, minus to subtract, star to multiply, slash to divide, equal to assign value, and so on. They all exist in Swift, along with a few extras. Let's try a few basics. We'll do var a equals 10, a equals a plus 1, a equals a minus 1, and a equals a star a for multiplication. In our results pane, you can see 10, 11, 10, and 100 respectively. Now let's try this. Var b equals 10, b plus equals 10, b minus equals 10. Plus equals is an operator that means add, then assign to. In our case, it means take the current value of b, add 10 to it, then put the result back into b. As you might imagine, minus equals does the same, but subtracts rather than adds. So that code will show 10, 20, 10 in our results pane. Some of these operators apply to other data types. As you might imagine, you can add two doubles together, like this. We'll do var a equals 1.1, var b equals 2.2, and var c equals a plus b. And when it comes to strings, plus will join them together. For example, var name equals Tim McGraw. We'll call that one, in fact, name1. Then var name2 equals Romeo. And then finally, var both equals name1 plus quote and quote plus name2. So this ought to write Tim McGraw and Romeo into our results pane. One more common operator you'll see is called modulus, also known as division remainder, and it's written using the percent symbol, like this, percent. It means divide the left-hand number evenly by the right and return the remainder. So 9% 3 returns 0 because 3 divides evenly into 9, whereas 10% 3 returns 1 because 10 divides by 3 times with remainder 1. Swift has a set of operators that perform comparisons on values. For example, if I had var a equals 1.1, var b equals 2.2, and var c equals a plus b, I can now say, is c greater than 3? Or is c greater than or equal to 3? Or is c greater than 4? Or c less than 4? Using various signs like that. In our results window, you'll see true, true, false, true. These are booleans because the answer to each of these statements can only ever be true or false. If you are checking for equality, you can't use equals because it already has a meaning. It's used to give a variable a value. So Swift has an alternative in the form of equals equals, meaning is equal to. For example, var name equals Tim McGraw, name equals Tim McGraw. That will show true in the results pane. Now, one thing that might catch you out is that Swift strings are case sensitive, which means Tim McGraw, like we've written here, or Tim McGraw with capital Tim, for example, are all considered different. If you use equals equals to compare two strings, you need to make sure they have the same case. On the right, you'll now see it's showing false for this comparison. There's one more operator I want to introduce you to at this point, and it's called the not operator, an exclamation mark. This makes your statement mean the opposite of what it did. For example, if I had var stay out too late equals true, by itself stay out too late will be true, but not stay out too late, that will be false. So it'll print out true, true, and then false, with the last value being there because it flips the previous true. You can also use not with equals to mean not equal. So we have name equals Tim McGraw. We could say name not equal to Tim McGraw. And that will come out as true because of the case sensitivity requirement.